My name is Alexandre Bourget. I'm the CTO at Diffuse. And at Diffuse, we build APIs for blockchain, and we index the chain, and we give tools to people to build a great user interface on top of the base layer chain data. So that's what we do. We're infrastructure layer, and replacing things like Infura or other providers like that. So you can reach out to our page on ChainNode, a Diffuse page, so you can discuss things with us over there. We have a China presence. There we have people managing a community also in China.
Okay.
So welcome to all.
Hi everyone, welcome to Shanghai, and thanks for hosting us in Shanghai. 真的很高兴又到上海来了。我的名字叫 Stephen 谢振涛，是 Harmony 的 CEO founder。我们能够来到这一次上海的聚会真的挺难得。我们1年前就是回国，然后去了解区块链的事情，然后1年了又回来。我们终于把我们的主网上线了。我们团队都大部分在硅谷，但是很多人都很关心中国的市场，还有来到这边真的学习了很多。大部分现在美国的项目都来到，所以今天挺多朋友来到的。
Hi, my name is Ilya. I'm a co-founder of Near Protocol. Near Protocol is a layer 1 sharding solution that is focused on pretty much making sure that blockchain is usable and achieves mass adoption.
My name is Nick Grossman. I'm a partner at Union Square Ventures. We're a New York City-based venture capital firm that's been investing in the internet applications and infrastructure space since 2003. We've made investments in companies like Twitter, Etsy, Twilio, MongoDB, and since 2012, 2013, we've been investing in the crypto asset and blockchain space with investments in Coinbase, which is obviously the largest exchange in the US, and a bunch of early stage projects in the crypto asset space over the last 5 or 6 years.
My name is Brian Kerr. I am the CEO and founder of Kava Labs. Kava is building a DeFi platform on Cosmos, enabling traders to receive stablecoins, to self-serve loans, letting them do margin trading, get leverage on their crypto assets, and hedge with stability.
The projects I'm most interested in right now are the protocols. We're seeing these days a lot of new protocols coming in. And what's interesting to me in particular is that they're all blockchains with write and read. And we can help most of these protocols bring developer ease, right, to simplify the access for their own developers. So I'm looking at these protocols with great interest and see the innovation at the data level.
都非常有留意，我觉得国内的当然就是 Conflux 跟Nervous， 就跟我们都挺多活动一起办，因为我们觉得他们都是做底层的供链，然后很多可以互相学习的东西。在美国 Near 啊，还有Avalanche 啊 Ava 都是我们一直都有留意的一些项目。我觉得能够在大会上大家讨论，从一个 panel 上互相学习是很难的。我觉得 Base Protocol 还有很多东西要做。我们其实今天会提到，除了三角形，我把它变成一个叫 Prism， 就是4个 dimension 的一个quadrilemma 了，变成是，这4个方面都难想。最新的一个是什么呢？就是 privacy， 就是隐私的问题。所以我们都会好好去跟大家学习新的一些技术是怎么做呢？大家方向怎么样的？
For sure. I mean, there's a lot of interesting projects that I'm talking with. Specifically, I mean, right now we're mostly interested in partnering with wallets, with validators, and with people who want to build dApps, right? So that's just kind of our focus. So there's obviously the wallets here have a lot of usage, way more than wallets in US. There's a lot of validators kind of coming from mining experience before, right? Starting to stake and pretty much building up that ecosystem. And there's I think, a growing community of developers who actually want to build some interesting applications, not just kind of gambling.
Yeah, by the way, this is a fantastic event. There are so many people here from interesting projects. It's been great to be here. One of the sponsors of the conference is Platon, and they're working on multi-party computation. And that is an area that we've been paying attention to. It feels very important for privacy, for the exchange of data, for many financial and industrial applications. And there are other teams working on this around the world, but it just as sort of a primitive that has yet to be fully developed, that one seems really important, and it's exciting to meet that team and see that they're working on it here.
There's so many very interesting companies and projects here. There's everyone from large market makers, exchanges, to very innovative crypto projects. And if I had to point out one that's not Kava, I will share the project of my friend Ilya, who's the founder of Near Protocol. He's an incredibly brilliant guy who has very good design decisions for the protocol he's making.
I'm from Canada, so
Yeah.
we're seeing, let's say, USA and Canada, ecosystem flourish a lot, and certainly DeFi is very popular there. Our technology exposes DeFi in its data form, so people can extract information and take decisions based on that new open finance stack. So we ourselves are not token issuers, so we're not part of that level, being at the infrastructure level, but we definitely see people building on the open finance system that blockchain enables.
绝对是。我觉得无论是在以太坊上、创 EOS 都会想这个问题，是因为我觉得有一个好处就是 on-chain 的一些应用，如果真的可以先解决一些 assets， 就是那个财产跟一些lending 的问题的话，这个是挺难去做得到的。他们的安全性都很重要，无论是MakerDAO 也好 Compound DYDX 都是我们今天等一下我们又有一个 panel 10个项目一起去讨论这个问题，我觉得也是我们他们也挺关心的。我们他们也是用Ethereum Virtual Machine 来做 compatible， 很希望就是真的能够解决 DeFi 一定要做，但怎么做得快更便宜是我们想的问题。
Well, so I'm based in San Francisco, so yes, it is pretty popular in the US as well. We have Compound, Dharma, all of those guys actually sitting 2 blocks away from us, and it's definitely a trend.
The most straightforward answer is that what we've seen in the DeFi space up to now is what's possible when you take open protocols and publicly secured digital assets and start connecting them to one another. I think from a fundamental level, one of the things that's most exciting to us about this whole space is the way that anything can build on anything else, because it's all open source, because the assets all live on chain. And so DeFi is where we're seeing the most creativity and the most activity. And I think it's easy to criticize the DeFi space for being small in terms of market cap and maybe not connected to the real economy yet. And of course, both of those things are true. But I think what's exciting about it is that we're seeing interoperable, interconnected, open protocols and open digital assets. And I think that is the architecture of the future. And that's just the first area where it's being explored in great depth.
At our company, we have one motto. We don't talk about the price. We're a technology company, and we want to service people, and those who see value in our business will want to pay for it. So I think everyone is heads down right now, working. That's what we're doing, and we'll see how that goes.
挺好的问题，回到国内，绝对大家都会讨论这个问题。我觉得绝对是一个牛市。牛市是因为我们这个团队打算3-4年或者5年、10年去考虑一个问题，能够看到那么多朋友从硅谷出来，从我们的公司也好，一些教授也好，研究生也好，一些朋友终于明白，不论是在 mainstream 的 Libra 或者是一些 academic research， 现在都有很多人有兴趣去看。我觉得这个才是人才的一个牛市，我们可以坚持很多年都一起去做事。
My hope is we are in a market that's waiting for actual applications to come by. So I don't think we're in a bear market yet. I don't think we're in a bull market either. I hope that as we kind of start seeing more applications going, we will kind of switch to a bull market and actually more adoption.
That's a good question. At the moment, things are flat for the last little while, and we were in a bear market for quite some time. And I actually really like the bear market because during that time of 2018, there were so many smart teams building so many things, and I think part of why we've seen the market bounce a little bit in the last year is that new things are getting built at a really incredible clip, and that's both on the Bitcoin side and also sort of everything else. And the space has drawn in a lot of talented engineers and business people and community leaders, and I think we're going to see the market continue to grow. So I'm a bull, and it feels to me like this market, has all kinds of room to grow.
I think we're in the in-between. I think the market doesn't know yet if it's a bear or bull. I think people are very long Bitcoin, but everything else is a question mark right now.
I bought some Bitcoin at $90, so I was there early, but I wasn't rich, so it has not made me rich. So I do hold coins. We, like everyone in the company, also holds a little bit of coin because it makes the thing exciting, but we're not a large holder, right? We're delivering technology mostly.
这说得很好，我们团队本身还没拿到那个我们自己的 token 呢。BTC 一早就拿着了，但是我觉得以后的还是两边都要做吧，一边学习新的技术，那个 token 绝对要跟我们团队的社区说为什么要拿着的。我本身当然就是很相信这个技术，还有10多年、20年一起去做的。
I joined blockchain space only a year ago, and pretty much we kind of come through this from pretty much trying to build a startup and realizing a lot of structural issues with Web 2, and kind of looked at Web 3 as a solution for some of the structural issues of like Google and Tencent and all those companies actually like centralizing power and usage. So before that, I did not hold any crypto, and 2018 is a very interesting time for the crypto. So I definitely a hodler of near, but. Like right now, because we did so much research on all of the protocols and all of the existing systems, like I know so many structural issues of them, like from Bitcoin to Ethereum to all EOS, Tron, etc. It's really hard for me to buy into other chains when we're actually building something that's trying to surpass all of them.
Yeah, I have a bunch of different things, but I've been buying and holding Bitcoin for a long time.
I used to invest and hold many altcoins, and Bitcoin of course, but many altcoins in 2017. As time goes on, I have slowly held way more Bitcoin and much less altcoins. But I currently hold about 4 different currencies.
It is. First time to China. It's the running gag at my company that I've never been to China when most of my teammates have went for different meetings, especially in the EOS world. But so it's my first time. My wife and I and my little daughter, last daughter there, we came to China and Shanghai for the first time. I love dumplings, right? From Canada, I've tried a few dumpling places, but I went here, I don't know the name of the place, but very nice place, and we had those dumplings with peanut butter in there. That was awesome, like juicy peanut butter. I like that very much, but the dumplings, I like that.
我是东莞那边出生的，香港长大，在加拿大那边中学、大学的，能够回来是最难得，就终于学到讲国语了。1年前真的一句都不说，我太太是哈尔滨，但是我们说英文，对美国那边长大、生活、工作，然后回到来真的可以哇，在上海那么多好吃的美食，但是难得就是用中文去交流，真的认识到另外一个世界，我觉得是，因为国内的人对英文都很了解。都看外国的研究是吗？看外国的 Reddit 也好 ，Telegram 也好，但是国内外国的人很少知道中文的消息的。你知道吗？我回来之前，那时候我们都在硅谷，每天讨论中国的事情，看了很多什么New York Times 啊，所有的报道我都看过，但是没有回来过国内去做工作。看了那么多没用，回来一次，我们2周就发现真的要感受这边的社区，所以不论是说中文也好啊，都是有机会这边多吃中国美食也好啊，这是非常难得的。
Interesting experiences. I mean, I think like, yeah. So I've first time I came to China was like about 4 years ago, and then I came quite a few times this year. And it's very interesting how fast China develops. It's very, like especially Beijing changed a lot in the last 4 years. And that is, like, that just shows the pace of technology and innovation here. And it's very exciting, and that's why we're like spending a lot of time here trying to figure out how we can kind of work with people here to build more adoption in Web3. Obviously, food is, I really like Chinese food. I actually like the lion meatball, the Beijing Sai, and then Kao Ya is really good too.
Well, I wish I could tell you more interesting experiences I've been in China, but I've really mostly been in this very hotel for this very conference, and so I have not yet had a chance to explore. This is actually my very first trip to mainland China, and so I'm hoping now that the summit here winds down after today, tomorrow, I'll have a little more chance to explore. But so far, I've just been enjoying meeting people here at the summit. I just had a wonderful lunch at a restaurant nearby, but nothing that I ate was terribly weird, but it was delicious.
This is maybe my 50th. Shanghai is one of the most incredible cities, I think, in all of China. Coming from the US, where San Francisco is a very, very small town, I grew up there thinking it was the biggest city, because it was the biggest city I ever knew. And then I went to a place like Chicago, and I was like, wow, this is a big city. And then I go to New York, I'm like, wow, that's a really big city. And then I went to Beijing, I'm like, whoa, that's a really big city. But Shanghai is even bigger, and it's so incredible to see all the amazing infrastructure that's here available in China. So it's very exciting. No, I think I've experienced too much around the world to share that's surprising. Although, when I went to Hangzhou, I had some very weird food. Hangzhou. So not this trip, but a past trip when I was talking to the government in Hangzhou. Mantis shrimp is something I've never seen before. Do you know? It's a very hard shrimp with like claws, and it can shoot air at fish to knock them out. It's a very special seafood. But anyway, that was very interesting, very intimidating.
Diffuse exposes data from the blockchain, and in a blockchain there's two aspects. There's writing to the chain and reading from the chain. And oftentimes reading is difficult because the nodes themselves do not make it easy and push complexity to developers. What we're doing is we're exposing APIs that simplify greatly the development that developers need to do to run their dApps. So we're offering streaming endpoints so that they can always be up to date with what's on the blockchain. We're giving them endpoints to track the transaction status, where it's at. Is it in a block? Is it forked? Is it pending? For how long? What's the probability it gets in? Is it irreversible? Depending on the protocol. So we give those endpoints with tremendous simplicity and strong guarantees as when they come back and disconnect and replay. So we help them shrink their code and not have to understand each protocol's intricacies to get reliable output. That's what we do.
So we're doing multiple things. One is because pretty much one of the main problems that current applications have, and especially on Ethereum, is that gas prices are high because of limited capacity of the network. We're building a sharded solution. We're addressing a lot of problems that different sharding architectures had before. But this is not enough. If you think of it right now, dApps are extremely hard to build. And so one of the things we focused on is actually making developer experience such that a web developer, mobile developers can kind of come in and start building applications on blockchain, right? So big focus is kind of simplifying things. We allow JavaScript developers to build contracts in TypeScript and many other things. And then the third part is if you build an application, you actually want the users. And right now, the kind of crypto space is pretty small. And right now, the only people who can use dApps are crypto users. So we are actually trying to solve this problem by changing a lot of things on the protocol level, such that normal users, kind of mass adoption users, can actually come in, start using it, and then over time learn about crypto, figure out keys, and get into crypto through using these applications.
Since the beginning, a piece of our investment thesis around blockchain and crypto assets has been infrastructure that enables adoption, mass adoption. So back in 2012 and 2013, when we were looking at Coinbase, it was clear that the on-ramp from fiat to digital assets, to crypto assets, was missing and needed to get built. And so it felt important to build that kind of infrastructure. Today, if you look at where we are, there's been a lot of investment in new protocols, in layer 2 protocols and different kinds of assets and applications. There's a little bit of investment happening in browsers and phones to get support of crypto assets. And all of these things are important to bring this more mainstream into the hands of more people. And so another piece of this is applications, consumer applications that can adopt crypto assets. Facebook, and then of course all of the members that would form around the association, I think we have the opportunity to really bring crypto assets to the mainstream. And it's likely that Libra's functionality compared to other crypto assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum will be very different, but will hopefully bring wallets into the hands of many, many, many millions of people. And we think that will be good from a sort of financial services and financial inclusion perspective, but also as something that can, kickstart broader adoption into the deeper crypto asset ecosystem. Association is in the earliest stages of forming, and part of why we wanted to be involved was to participate in that formation and in the governance. So as of today, that is just getting started, and we have been active participants in the initial formation. And as has been reported and is sort of clear to anyone watching, there's a big spotlight on this project, a lot of questions coming from both corporate partners and also regulators, and we've been engaging as initial members to sort of work through those questions and get the thing sort of formed. But it's very, very early still. It's a good question. We're always looking for teams that are very technical and very smart. That sort of goes without saying. And I think this is an extraordinarily complicated space, and any new project that's launching today not only has to have a good technical foundation, but the ability to navigate complex community dynamics. And so seeing the whole picture of a team and its ability to operate an early stage project in sort of the public markets is really important. And then more from a category point of view, our general belief is that there will be many kinds of crypto assets that will serve many different kinds of uses. Some will be like store of value, some will be like payments, some will be like collectibles, some will be more oriented towards data, some will power computing infrastructure and other kinds of telecom infrastructure. And so we, in addition to sort of looking at team and ability, we're looking to make investments in each of those important areas.
Currently, DeFi is very limited to the Ethereum ecosystem. People who are using DeFi can only use Ethereum-based assets. So with cross-chain, we can bring all the large cap assets like Bitcoin, Binance, XRP, Atom, that currently can't interoperate with Ethereum. We can now give them the DeFi capabilities.
我们都是从那个不可能的三角形开始去想，为什么我们还是觉得这个是最大的难题呢？是因为我们都是一般 infrastructure engineer， 我们从 Google、Amazon、Apple 出来的一些工程师，我们第一天就在想这个平台应该怎么做呢？有可能用一些快速的网络的技术，我们在大公司的一些经验去把这个问题重新再想嘛。我们花了一点时间，终于把 state sharding 做出来。我们把 secure resharding 也做出来，然后终于结合 proof of stake 都可以做到，真的可以是把那个 1% attack single shard attack 都可以解决，真的是我觉得在研究上也花了点时间。我们的标题是真的可以做到 bring research to production， 就是我们的标题了。